check both after we're done with this actually. So let me go back. Are you trying to invest in anything? Like this was selector. Can I edit? I don't
Yes.
think I can. Are you sure? Okay. I can edit. All right. Hmm. I have to use Unito. I'm more associated with Unito. And then the next thing
Okay.
I want to do is increase the size to 14 and then the spacing. I want spacing 1.5. Spacing 1.5. This is a done. Okay, are you trying to invest in NFT? Are you trying? Are you trying Sims? No. No, no. Let's cut this out. What you need to know? Okay. How many points did you talked about here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me make it 5. 5 what? 5 NFT challenges. Challenges you should consider. You should consider before investing in it. Investing in it. Did you see that we are actually still saying same thing? I'm just
Yeah.
this is off the top of my head, but what you need to know before I can never remember the title again. I'm very very bad at that. So, but it is still same thing.
Yes.
But this has shortened it already. I guess we should even do a word count. Let's check the word count. I've deleted some already. I don't know. Let's just start with 758. But I've deleted what I've deleted now. I guess it's up to 15 words. But let's just assume previously it is 770. So let's just use 770. But what I've deleted should be up to 12 or 15 words or more than that. 770 words. 4397 characters. It should be more than that. Let's say 4500 characters excluding spaces. Let's say what? No, 4450 420 characters, 4430 characters, and this one should be 3700. Let's just assume. No, we don't even need to assume. Should be something that I can just let me copy this and just back it. I should be able to back it. No need to assume now. That's what
Mm,
technology is supposed to do for us.
that's true.
Yeah. So I guess that's all now. This is it. This is
Yes.
everything. So
Yes.
what count? We have 7,066 words. I'll be
Seven and six.
7,000. Don't mind me. 766 words. Are you trying to use an NFT? So just note that down. I will ask you. I'm not with my pen here. I don't
Okay.
know what pen has disappeared. The character is 4,430 without spaces 3,006. Nice. I almost got it said. I said
Yes.
this one should be seven 70. I said this one should be
77.
20. I said this one should be 4,330. I said this one should be around 3,700. That means I should be a pastor. Because I'll be vision. I almost forgot it. Just few differences. Okay, and everything could almost be approximated to what I gave it. We are approximating it the same thing. So I hope you are done
Yes.
with that. So let me
Yes.
just copy this, paste this here. So are you looking to invest in NFT? That's too generic. Let's look for something between this. I'll be telling you some risk you would have to prepare yourself for while investing in NFT to help you keep vigilant and know how to go about NFT business. So something more we tell you about. We are still going to edit that, but I just want us to go over everything. This is- Can you mute your own camera? I said camera. Your audio. You can mute your audio.
Yes.
So if you want to talk to me, you can just on it back, or you want me to know something. But before that, just mute it because background noises will be affecting it. So because I might share the video. So let's just go into this. This is something no one will tell you about. However, there are a lot of people. Because okay, let me give you a quick. I guess copy. Let's move this. 5 challenges you should consider before investing in 5 NFT challenges you should consider. Um, should we use challenges? I just followed your headline. Should we use challenges? We're going to find something else to replace challenges. So let's just proceed to what we're doing. Let me use this. Then paste this. NFT can crash, just like all that cryptocurrency wallet. You know, the first sentence of your copy should be compelling and you should make the person read further. It should make the person read further. Did you get what I'm saying? Are you looking? So let me just go back to this. Ours here. Challenges of NFT copyright infringement. You could lose your money. And if you're talking about this should be bold to fraud. Okay, you're explaining it here. I'm just trying to get an overview before I start analyzing. This is a second centralized storage. I really love your content. If you are asking me, but copy on the board. Also, cyber attacks and scams. I don't intend to change this online because they are good. What else? Legal issues. NFTs are not legalized. There are no legal regulation to protect users. Not necessary to do your homework. Okay, awesome. So let's go back to the beginning. That was just my main beginning. NFTs can crash just like other cryptocurrency. Do cryptocurrency wallets crash? So you can use the chat box. Let me go back to the chat box. Do cryptocurrency wallets crash? I don't know about that. I'm just editing copy. So, do you know how to use a chat box or just unmute yourself?
Mm,
Okay. The cryptocurrency wallets crash. I thought they operate based on blockchains.
yeah, they do. But the crashing is more like when people get to lose their, yes, they crash.
Does
But
it
I don't
crash?
know if it's
Fine, I'm just talking about, I don't have a knowledge about it. I'm just reading your copy and editing. So, are you looking to invest? If, okay, the second sentence must also be compelling as well. So the first sentence must be something that will be short and will get your prospect to read further. You can see that this one is NFTs can crash just like other cryptocurrency wallets. If you read that kind of thing, you'll be like, oh, so NFT can crash. It will actually make you read further. So next thing is let's use if you want to if you want to invest in NFTs, then okay, let me use you should know the risk involved. You should know the risk involved before investing in NFT. Before investing in NFTs. 5 NFT risk. Should we call this risk instead of challenges? Or what do you think?
yes, yes.
Risk. Negative risk you should consider before investing. So I'll be telling you, we don't need that. I'll be telling you some risk you would have to prepare yourself for while investing in NFT. So keep you vigilant and never have to go. Okay, this should be so keep you vigilant. I got some idea just now. You should know the risk involved before investing in NFTs. I'll be telling you some risk you would have to prepare yourself for while investing in NFTs. A detailed knowledge will help keep you vigilant and abreast of the situation. A detailed knowledge will help keep you. We might see changes. This abreast of the situation. This is something no one will tell you about. 90% of what do they call NFT? Just be teaching NFTs of crypto NFT traders, NFT traders won't tell you the information. Won't tell you the information you're about to learn on this page. About to learn on this page. Who is this youth? Why did you to get into this conversation? Everywhere you go, all you see is all you see is testimonials from the one from the 5%. It should be from the 5%. The 5% who is successful in it. Just to keep you motivated. Just to keep you motivated. Okay. Motivated and lure you in. Did you see? It's same thing we are seeing, but I just restructured everything. I can say instead of using this word motivated, I can say just to give you a dopamine rush to lure you in. Just to give you a dopamine rush and lure you in. Did you see that? And it's the same thing. But the words reduce. Let's check our word count. Let's do our word count. Spell check. The word count. We are currently in 759. And we started with 766.
766.
Okay. Alright, just to give you the dopamine rush and nail you in. However, a lot of people don't use a lot. Don't use many people. Use stats. So when you are doing your research, do your stats. Do the statistics, check the industry facts while doing your research. The numbers are important. Instead of this one can even be something like 93%. It is in compulsory, it's a round figure. It can even be 92.1%. Just make sure you do the stats and know the percentage. So I have a lot of people who are involved in NFT are aware. You can use something like maybe. However, 99% of 99.9% of big time NFT traders are aware of the risk attached. You don't need it to hit here again. And you should know it too. 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 You should also know the risk associated. You should also know the risk. The risk associated to avoid becoming a victim. It should also not be as risk associated to avoid becoming a victim. To avoid running at loss, let's say running at loss or experiencing buyer's remorse. Okay? We don't care if they put all their money inside. That's their business. So actually, you should not put those kind of words because one, it makes your prospect overthink his decision, like think it twice. So now that won't be such a disappointment. This line is obviously not necessary. experiencing buyer's remorse. Okay, let me give you a quick tour into what today's discussion is all about. How come there's no tour here now? If you say you want to give us a tour, that means there should be probably bullet points. Let me give you a quick discussion, a quick tour into what today's discussion is about. Okay. It has given opportunity to me. This is why I do not really get this point. I got lost here. Let me give you a quick tour into what today's discussion is all about. Before that, before that, then probably there should be a loop here just to get them to read further. So let me give you a quick discussion, quick tour. Yeah. NFT can be something like NFTs has made many an overnight millionaire. Or a side of the story. A side of the story. And it has made better pulp. Has made few. Let me use few. Let's use few. Made few. Few. 1 month. 1 month. Few people. Overnight millionaire. I just made. We don't need the A. Just leave it. We can ignore it. For as many people an overnight millionaire, there should not be S here. It has made many paupers as well. Which is why you has made many paupers as well. Or the other side of the story. So you are letting them complete this thing in their head. They know that this is one side of the story. Yeah, few people are overnight millionaire. Few people, many paupers as well. Which is why you see why you need a magnifying lens to dissect. Well, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm rearranging it. Make use of.
Yes, I can.
Okay. Make use of NFT items as display pictures. Photos. Making duplicates of NFT origin. Did you see this is? Did you see what I did there? You know, this is the same thing. I just restructured it.
Yes.
Mhm. Can you buy us this thing? new buyer. As a new buyer, suppose you are the new buyer. Trust. Yeah. You got frauded. You've been defrauded. That's it. That's simple. To know the rest. They are smart, so they can easily decode it. A lot of people have converted what's that not just. You just know. We've said that already. So, as an investor or buyer, you should check the authenticity and originality. Oh, this should be buyer. As an investor or buyer, you should check the authenticity and originality of our NFT before purchase. An infringed NFT cannot be monetized. NFT cannot be monetized. Side notes. NFT. Some NFTs were sold in 2021. Some NFTs sold in 2021. You don't need to wear. Sold in 2021 did not come. Didn't have copyright. Didn't have copyright. Can you see I'm deleting it? Didn't have copyright, which prevents it from being money. Prevent it from being infringed. It should be infringed now. Being maybe infringed or duplicated or something like that. They are smart. They can decode that themselves. So being infringed. We can actually find another word to use, but let's just go with this since this is just the first phase of editing it. This is the first draft, and this is now the second draft. NFT values. I guess what are values of NFT? NFT values. Value. Should it be value or values? I don't know. We can sort that out later. The value of NFT the constant activities performed Let me check the word count. 674. That's about 100 words. Good. Almost 100. So let me go through this again. NFT value. The value of NFTs are determined by people, or you can use a bracket here. Through buying and selling. And alt. Alt in transaction. Transaction units. Transaction units. NFT uses. I believe alt in transaction should be two-way. It can either cause a pump in the price or it should make it reduce. You know, probably some people were ordering and they were not selling. Because it's true. Wow. Make NFT lose its value. Scarcity. Okay. Scarcity. Okay. It can be, this one can start with while scarcity increases demand and price. Scarcity doesn't increase the pricing. All these summing up makes the prices of NFT. In short, the price of NFT, the price of NFT is determined by the market. So centralized storage. NFT is not believed to be operated on a decentralized system. It should be full stop. However, this decentralization seems to be limited. However, centralization limits let me read this. Seems limited to the token and not to the story of your NI. However, the decentralization is limited to the token, not the story, not your NFT storage. Your NFT assets is the digital really necessary here? Limited to the token. Okay. Can you see what I did here? I changed this like alt in server operation will lead to the loss of your NFT items, marketplaces, the sites if your NFT are what were or not. In the bracket, for them to understand what this means, removal or freezing of your digital assets due to reasons. Half freezing of your digital assets or it might be due to several reasons. And that's all. Okay, that's just all. Also similar to crypto storage. Also similar to crypto storage in a centralized exchange platform and stores cryptos in hot wallet that can easily be hacked online. Means you can also centralized storage. Centralized storage are easily accessible to as a centralized storage means you can lose your NFT valuables to hackers and phishers. So cyber attacks and scams. The biggest reason is losing your NFT to a scammer. So a lot of people there are impersonators, there are impersonators. Resellers, impersonators, fake sellers looking on to pay for. Looking on to prey on. True. And so on. Okay. Now current copyright infringement. It's okay. Clone. This should be clone. Clone can be easily understand. Clone marketplaces. Marketplaces. And market impersonators. Clone marketplaces. So, going to work your way. NEFR is too good to be true. Legal issues. I guess we should almost be done. We're almost done. NFTs are not legalized. There are no legal regulation to regulate or protect NFT buyers who get scammed. Buyers who get scammed. Without regulation, too many restrictions might have made police, which are not balanced. In the one, just use without legal regulation. Too many restrictions might have been placed. Not balanced and out. So how people must pay that thing and discourage users. I'm confused here. Absence of legal regulation. Encouraged disorderly in NFT trades. And it also discouraged oh, making it almost impossible to earn profit. Making it almost impossible to trade and earn profit. Almost impossible to earn profit. A thorough knowledge research. We equip you knowledge to mitigate risks. I'm sure you do your own. Yes. I'm in a class. I sure you do your homework before jumping into any sort of investment. before investing. Before investing. For she's before investing in any business. Anything before investing. Or even if it's anything, or let's say including digital work. Okay, yeah, that's just the second draft. There's something I want to say here. NFT is volatile. NFTs are volatile, just like cryptocurrency. You should know the risk before investing in NFT. The technology will help keep you vigilant and abreast of the situation. Keep you vigilant and mitigate the risk. So I've changed this. At 3% of NFT traders won't tell you the information you're about to learn on this page. All you see is testimonials from 5% who are successful doing it. Who are successful in it, or just to give you a dopamine rush and lure you in. However, you'll get to learn the truth. You will get to learn the truth when you are fully inside. However, you get to learn the whole truth when you're fully inside. 99% of big time you do not need it again. You get to learn the whole truth when you're fully inside. Why not learn it before dipping? Why not learn it before dipping your two legs inside? I said I'm in a class. I'm in a class. Why not learn it before dipping your 2 feet inside? Before dipping 2 feet inside. 2 feet inside. Learning before dipping 2 feet inside. 2 feet inside. And avoid money at loss. And avoid money at loss or experiencing buyer's remorse. Why not learn it? However, you get to learn the whole truth on your phone. Why not know the truth? Know the truth. For dipping 2 feet inside and avoid running at loss or experiencing buyer's remorse. Okay, let me give you a quick tour on what this discussion is about. Yeah, NFT has made few people an overnight millionaire or a side of the story, and it has made many paupers as well. The other untold side of the story, which is why you need a magnifying lens to dissect it, buying, selling, and investing. I guess this is making sense. This page is the answer to your most frequently asked questions. Can NFT crash? You have an answer. So before that, let me explain the associated risk. There are 5 associated risks with NFTs. Copyright infringement. This is just 4. We talked about 4 here. That means you have to add 1 to it. NFT copyright infringement entails duplicating making and selling duplicates. Should it be making, duplicating, and selling? Should it be making and selling duplicates or duplicating or selling duplicates of NFT items without the authorization of the original owner? Suppose you're the new buyer, you're being defrauded. As a buyer, let's just say as a buyer, you should check the authenticity and originality of an NFT before purchase. An infringed NFT cannot be monetized. Side note, NFT sold in 2021, which didn't have copyright, which made it easy to be infringed. This should be made it easy to be infringed. Thank God I went through this again. NFT values. The values of NFT are determined by people through buying and selling. Only transaction makes NFT lose its value. Why scarcity increases the demand. In short, NFT is determined, the price of NFT is determined by the market, or you can say NFT price is determined by the market. Let's use that. NFT price is determined by the market. Centralized storage. NFTs are operated on a decentralized system. However, decentralization is limited to the token and not NFT digital asset storage. NFT marketplace stores data and information in central servers such as HTTP or metadata file or IPFS. Is there a comma here? You can put it later. And this has a huge disadvantage because, let's use because, alt in server operation will lead to loss of your NFT items. Marketplaces decide and it gives because okay, let's use this because alt in NFT because alt and this has huge disadvantage. This has huge disadvantage because alt in server operation leads to loss of your NFT items. Also, marketplaces decide if your NFTs are worthwhile or not. Removal of facing of digital assets. And let's say lastly, centralized storage means you can lose your NFT valuables to hackers and phishers. Cyber attacks and scam. The biggest risk of purchasing NFTs is losing your NFT to scammer. Or this is the biggest risk. This is the biggest risk of purchasing NFTs. The impersonators are fake seller looking at unsupreme. They encourage copyright theft and infringement. Impersonators clone marketplaces. Clone marketplaces. The clone marketplaces, so you might lose transacting in such marketplaces. Transacting in such marketplaces lead to loss of money from NATIT. Learn to walk away when the offer is too good to be true. Legal issues. NFT are not legalized. Make sure this is not 5. This is 5 already now. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5 already. Legal issues. NFT are not legalized and there are no regulations to protect NFT buyers with a scam. Absence of legal regulation encourages disorderliness in NFT trades, making it almost impossible to earn profit. But thorough research will equip you with knowledge to mitigate this risk. So you can add something like by now, you should have concluded. Okay, you can add something like by now, you would have been able to come to a conclusion that this is just off the top of my head. This is just off the top of my as a buyer. Okay, what did I say here? So with this, let's see with this. With this, you know NFT can be lost. It didn't really crash. It crashes if you bought from a cloned marketplace, So back to the question. This, NFT can be lost, stolen, and duplicated. So back to the question. Can NFT crash? Yes. To the question, yes. There can be price crash and buying there can be price crash and buying from a cloned marketplace. It's a crash on its own. It is a crash on its own because you just lost money. Lost money. The marketplace. Marketplace. I guess that's all. So I've completed these, and you should be able to go over. Can be price crash. Let me just put the A there. The A is not really necessary. There can be price crash. Even when you're talking, did you say there can be a price crash? It's, you have to actually copy you like you talk. I guess there's nothing else here that we've not really addressed. And the last one is ensure you do your homework before investing. For including NFTs investing in, let's just say in NFTs and other digital blockchain technology. Or let's say you can have a call to action here. For more inquiries, you can send me a DM, or you can send me a mail, or you can reach out to me on so. You get what I'm saying? So ensure you add a call to action here. You didn't just give them all this free info for them to do nothing. Is it getting add a call to action? Yeah, I don't know the kind of call to action you want to add,
Okay.
but this is all right now. I can say, and I feel like you can see that okay, it's smoother, and even this is like the third draft because we deleted some other things and we made it easier to read. So let's go to our word count again. See, same thing, but reducing it. Now we have 563. So we've removed about 200 words. Did you see that?
Yes.
All right. So you are good to go, right? I said the only thing you need here is just your call to action. Your call to action and what else? Just your call to action. So we're done with this. And see you next time. Do you have any questions? Let me take your questions before going. This is
No,
1 hour. I said we are spending 15 minutes. Definition of a good 15 minutes. Nigerian time.
I don't really have much questions,
Okay.
but I think last week I opened this. I was able to sign up on an Upwork account,
Okay.
but I didn't upload the mock-up portfolio yet because we've not edited it.
Work account was approved, right?
Yes.
Awesome. I didn't really have any. I don't work on Upwork as well. I use Facebook and LinkedIn. But don't worry about it because of you. I'm going to set up my profile and then send you a link to my profile so that you can go and check it like that.
Okay.
Didn't really have. I know so many things about setting up Upwork, but I've not really done anything. So I saw so many gigs that so they are low paying. They didn't really have much price on it. So let's say we want to do some kind of things there. This is the main reason I said you should work on your portfolio. So don't be like me that scattered everything. So gathering up my portfolio is like a huge task to me.
Okay.
No, that's why I said, okay, all your content, even if you work for someone, put it in your portfolio.
Okay.
All right.
Then
So I'm with you.
okay, like this one now that we've just edited, should I still upload it on Medium account?
You can upload it, yes. And you can upload it on your Facebook.
Oh, okay.
I can put a call to action there that okay, this is the kind of content that you can write for them. And that's in the comment section. I
Okay.
guess okay. Yeah, since it's your Facebook account and you're not really selling a crypto course, so you can just be like PPS. This is the kind of content you're going to get if you hire me to write your social media content or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So they will just know that okay, this is an overview of the work you do. It can be in the comment section actually. You can put
Okay.
there in the comment section. Okay, if you want more details, you can reach out to me in DM and we can go on schedule a call session. Make sure you set up your calendar link. You can
Okay.
WhatsApp and do that on Google. On Google, set up your calendar link.
Okay. Then the Facebook, am I to join? Can I join groups associated with this and then post on
Yes,
them?
yes. But on Facebook group, you can't really post this
Oh,
kind of content.
okay.
That call to action, you can add it. You can just
Okay.
put something like at the end of the day, it can be like um crypto copywriter. can put something like, oh, stay focused, put your name, and then below your name, then you put crypto copywriter.
Okay.
Did you understand that? Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Question.
No, no, there's no other question.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to end the call now. This is stop recording.